Hello everyone, welcome back to Francis Entertainment Center once again. And I'll be telling you stories today called Catnap and Agent X. Enjoy the video. John has a toothache and decides to go to the dentist to get help while Garfield and Odie watch a horror movie on the television set. Breaking news report interrupts Garfield and Odie's horror movie. The anchorman announcing a dangerous criminal named Silent Jack is on the loose. Garfield and Odie become paranoid about Silent Jack robbing their house. They lock the front door and downstairs windows, then jam a chair under the front door to be safe. Meanwhile, John's tooth is drilled by the dentist, causing his cheek to bulge. John wraps a bandage around his head to support his cheek. He forgets his keys as he leaves. At night, Garfield and Odie are still watching the horror movie, becoming increasingly paranoid about Silent Jack. John realizes he forgot his keys and rings the doorbell, hoping Garfield and Odie will let him in. Garfield and Odie recall that John would not need to ring the doorbell, as was the case with a character in the movie. They conclude it is Silent Jack, and thus refrain from opening the door. Unable to get in the front door, John heads for the back door. Garfield realizes what John is attempting and jams the back door shut with a chair. Then the pets explain the situation to Squeak as John pushes his hand through the pet flap. Under Squeak's instructions, Garfield stops John with a mousetrap. John then gets a ladder out of the shed to climb up to his bedroom window. In response, Garfield, Odie, and Squeak get out a fan that John kept in a closet. They use the fan to blow the ladder away, sending John crashing into the shed. Garfield realizes Silent Jack would not stop until he gets inside. The cat devises a trap to stop Silent Jack for good. Squeak places roller skates in front of the door and pours grease in a path from the front door to the basement door. Odie places a chest at the foot of the basement stairs and hides behind it, and Garfield uses balloons to float a banner saying, "Welcome home, John," in front of the door. They open the front door. When John walks in, the trap ties him up in the banner and sends him down to the trunk in the basement. When Odie closes, Garfield opens the trunk to laugh at Silent Jack and is shocked to see it was his owner all along. They go upstairs where they discover the real Silent Jack stole everything while they were all in the basement. In the resident backyard, Garfield is telling a story to Arlene and Nermal about the time he ate an all-you-can-eat restaurant into becoming a discount shoe store. When Garfield decides to take a nap instead of telling another story, Nermal becomes annoyed and refuses to leave until Garfield yields. In response, Garfield throws Nermal over the fence and onto the top of a trash can. Hiding inside the trash can is a cat calling himself Agent X. He claims that he is a secret agent tasked with saving all of mankind from a devious organization, all while advocating a man in a trench coat, currently part of this organization. After procuring Garfield's oblivious agreement, Nermal hides X inside the tool shed and steals him the lasagna baked for Garfield. Garfield is angered when he finds out. He allows X to stay in the shed for the night. Next morning, Garfield notices more stolen food and finds X still in the backyard. Garfield immediately becomes jealous at his friends, as his friends have become enthralled with X's secret agent stories. While talking to Squeak, Garfield overhears John talking to the man in the trench coat about a missing gray cat. Seeing the photo of the missing gray cat, Garfield realizes it's Agent X and decides to closely follow the man in the trench coat back to a house. While eavesdropping, Garfield and Squeak find out that X is actually Fluffykins, a missing house cat belonging to an old woman. In an effort to regain his popularity, Garfield comes with a plan to reveal X using Squeak. Garfield returns to his friends and announces that X is a fake. Nobody believes the story, so Garfield brings up that most famous evil spy, Mr. Tig, who is actually Squeak in disguise, has entered the backyard. X panics and tries to disassociate himself from his persona as Mr. Tig chases him around the backyard. Cutting up a tree, Fluffykins asks Garfield to strike a deal that if the former returns to his owner, Garfield will not reveal a secret. Now that Fluffykins is left, Garfield immediately regains his popularity and is all back to normal.